You might have purchased iPhone 15 or 15 Plus. In this video, we'll be telling about first important things you should do in your iPhone 15. One thing is that iPhone 15 is having very good protection, but it's better to get one tampered glass for your iPhone 15 and one good case also. You may have already created your Apple ID. If you have not created your Apple ID, what you need to do is go to settings. After that, above you can see Apple ID option, click on that option, and when you are clicking on that, here you can see some options to create Apple ID. Give your phone number and email ID and create new Apple ID. While creating Apple ID, important thing you should keep in mind is that you should not forget that password. That Apple ID password is very important. To remember Apple ID password, what usually I do is, when I am installing any application, I don't use Face ID. Instead, I will use password so that I will remember that password every time. Anyways, after setting up Apple ID, in that option you can see one option, Find My. Click on that option and here you can see one option, Find My iPhone. By default, it will be turned on. Anyways, make sure that it is turned on because it is very important settings. If you lost your iPhone, you can find it easily. And while setting up your phone, Face ID will be also set. In Face ID also some important settings you should note. When you are going to settings, you can see Face ID option here, Face ID and passcode. Just click on that and when you are clicking on that, you will be asked to enter your password. After that, here you can see Face ID options. Here everything should be kept on. Likewise, here one option is the Face ID with mask. It's better to turn it on so that if you are putting on mask also, Face ID will be recognized. Or if you want to set up your alternative appearance, you can do that also. An important thing you should notice that down here you can see some options, require attention for Face ID and attention aware features. You should turn this on because if anyone is showing your phone to your face, they can access your phone. But if you are turning this on, it requires your attention. Then only your phone will be unlocked or they can use any features. So remember to turn on these features. After that, in case of battery, what you need to do is open settings. Go to a general option. When you are going to general, you can see one option about. Click on about. In about, scroll down. When you are scrolling down, you can see two options. One is cycle count. What that means is how many times your phone has been charged. If it is new phone, make sure it is 0. And here you can see one more option, first use. Month and year is given. Make sure it is correct. Anyways, after that, in case of battery, what you need to do is, in settings, you can see one option, battery. Click on battery. Here you can see battery percentage option. If you want to see battery percentage here, you can turn this on. By default, it will be turned off. If it is off, you cannot see battery percentage. After that, here you can see battery health and charging. Click on that option and make sure that battery capacity is 100%. And here you can see one option, charging optimization. Don't set this to none. Either set to optimized or 80% limit. I recommend setting to optimized battery charging. If you are setting to none, your battery life may get reduced. And after that, it's new phone, so you need to transfer your contacts. To transfer contacts, what you need to do is open settings. In settings, you can see one option, contacts. Click on contacts. In contacts, down here you can see one option, import SIM contacts. Click on this option. When you are clicking on that, every contacts in your SIM will be copied to this phone. After that, in iOS 17, there is one new feature, contact posture. You need to set your contact posture. It is very interesting. If you are calling anyone with iPhone, they can see your custom photo. To set that, what you need to do is click on this button. And when you are clicking on that, you can see one option, contact. Click on contacts. Above you can see your name. Click on your name. When you are clicking on that, above you can see edit button. Click on edit button. And here you can see edit. Click on this edit. To create new contact poster, just click on this plus button and after that select the photo which you want to set. You can set your own photo and custom name. In new phone, you need to set your home screen. If you want to remove any applications from home screen, what you need to do is long press on this home screen. If you want to remove any applications, just click on this minus button. If you just want to remove these applications from home screen only, what you need to do is after clicking on this minus button, just click on remove from home screen, or if you want to delete application, click on delete app. In iPhone now you can add widgets. You can add widgets you like. Sometimes you may not be interested in weather widget. If you want to remove that, just click on this minus button and that will be removed. Instead of that, if you want to add new widget, what you need to do is click on this plus button. After that, from here you can select the widget whichever you want. In widget, if you want to add contacts widgets, you can add that. If you are frequently calling anyone, it's better to keep their contact as widgets. If you are keeping their contact as widget, you can see their contact here and down here you can see call button and message button. From there, you can directly call them or message them. So it is very convenient. You can do that also. After that, you need to set your wallpaper. To set wallpaper, what you need to do is open settings. In settings, you can see one option wallpaper. Click on wallpaper. When you are clicking on that, you can see one option add new wallpaper. Click on this, and here you can see some suggested photos, or here you can see some featured photos. Or if you want to set your own photo, just click on this photo option and your gallery will be opened, and from gallery select your photo and you can set your custom wallpaper. And in new phone, another thing is how notifications appear. Just click on settings and here you can see notifications option. Click on that. Here you can see how notifications will appear. You can select whichever style you like, and if you want to turn off any notification, you can do that also. Here you can see every apps. Just click on the app and here you can see allow notification option. If you want to turn off this, just turn off this. After that, notification will not come from this application. Or if you want to disable only lock screen notification or notifications under notifications, you can do that also. Options for that is here. And after that, set your ringtone from settings. Here you can see sounds and haptics option. Click on that and here you can see ringtone option. From here, select any ringtone you like. If you want to set your custom ringtone, you can do that also. We have done one video about that. If you are interested in watching, link to that video is given in the description. You can watch it from there. Anyways, if you want to set Apple's classic ringtone, what you can do is, down here you can see classic option. Click on this option and here you can see opening option. Click on this ringtone. This is the Apple's classic ringtone. If you want to set that, you can do that. And in display, some options are there. In settings, you can see one option display and brightness. Click on that. Here you can see light mode and dark mode. If you want to set your phone to light mode, you can select this, or you can select dark mode also. And automatic option is also there. It will change automatically. If you want to change text size, you can do that. Or if you want to make text bold, you can do that also. Turn this on. And here one option is the true tone. What that means is your phone's display will be adjusted according to ambient light. I have turned this off because sometimes phone will turn to slightly reddish tint. I don't prefer that, so I'm turning this off. If you want, you can turn this on. And here auto lock option is there. Normally it will be set to 30 seconds. Most of them will be okay with that, but in my case I'm setting it to 3 minutes. You can set according to your need. And keep this raise to wake feature on, because when you are taking your phone, your screen will light up. Normally when you are using your iPhone for the first time, when you are typing anything, you will not get that haptic feedback. What that means is when you are typing, some vibration effect will be there. You cannot see that in this phone. In Android phones, it will be already turned on. In iPhone 15, what you need to do is go to settings, and after going to settings, you can see one option, sounds and haptics. Click on this option and here you can see one option, keyboard feedback. Click on this option, and when you are clicking on that, by default this haptics will be turned off. You need to turn on this, then only that haptic feedback will work. And in settings in general, you can see one option, keyboard. You can set this according to your need. Sometimes you may not need auto capitalization. If you don't want, you can turn this off. Anyways, this you can set according to your need. And if you are scrolling down from above right region, you can see account center section. If you want, you can customize this account center section. Sometimes you will be using some features frequently. You can add that features here. For that, what you need to do is open settings, and after that, here you can see control center option. Click on this option. When you are clicking on that, here you can see so many options. If you want to add any of these options to control center, just click on this plus button. Or if you want to remove anything from control center, just click on this minus button and it will be removed. Set your control center according to your need. After that, one more shortcut option is there. For that, what you need to do is open accessibility. In accessibility, you can see one option touch. Click on touch, and down here you can see one option back tap. Click on this option. Here two options are there, double tap and triple tap. Here I have set to screenshot and flashlight. What this means is that if I'm double tapping on my phone's back like this, screenshot will be taken. Here in double tap and triple tap, so many options are there. You can set this according to your need. In my case, I prefer screenshot and flashlight. And in accessibility, there is one more option, assistive touch. You can turn this assistive touch on if you want. When you are turning this on, you can see a button like this. When you are clicking on that, here you can see so many options. If you want to go to home, just click on this home button. So instead of these shortcuts, you can use this assistive touch. I don't prefer that, so I am turning this off. I have seen so many persons prefer this. In settings, you can see one option, standby. If you want to turn this on, you can turn this on. What this means is that if you are putting your phone to charge, and after that, if you are locking your phone and placing it like this, your phone will act as smart clock. Now here you can see my phone is like smart clock. So if you are interested, you can turn on that feature, or if you don't want that, you can turn off this feature. And in settings, you can see one option, emergency SOS. Click on this option and make sure that this call on serious crash option is turned on. What that means is that in case of serious accidents, call will automatically go to emergency service. So it's better to turn on that feature. And in case of camera, your phone supports 48 megapixel, but if you are going to camera application without changing any settings, you cannot see any option to take photo in 48 megapixel. For that, what you need to do is go to settings. After going to settings, you can see one option, camera. Click on camera option. When you are clicking on that, here you can see formats option. Click on formats, and here you can see one option, resolution control. By default, this will be turned off. You need to turn this on. After that, if you are coming to camera, here you can see HEIF max option. If you are turning this on, your photo will be taken in 48 megapixel. And in this settings, you can see one more option, photo mode. By default, it is set to 24 megapixel, or if you want to reduce your photo size, you can set to 12 megapixel. After that, by default, photo will be taken in 12 megapixel. And in settings in camera, you can see some options, record video. Here default resolution is given. If you want to change this resolution, you can change this resolution. Likewise, slow motion video resolution and cinematic video resolution option is also there. You can set default resolutions from here. After that, in camera app also you can change resolution, but from there you can set default resolution. And in camera, when you are taking photo of a person, down here you can see one F button. Make sure it is turned on. If it is turned on, what you can do is that after taking photo, you can adjust the focus. So it's an interesting feature. So if you're taking photo of a person, make sure that F button is turned on. And in settings in Apple ID area, you can see service included with purchase. Click on this option and you can see some offers for you. You will get Apple TV Plus for 3 months and Apple Music for 6 months and Apple Arcade for 3 months. It's free, so better avail these offers before it expires. Here you can see expiry date. So these are some things that first you should do in your Apple 15. If you think I have missed anything, just comment below. So check the comment box also. Hope this video was helpful for you. If you find it helpful, consider subscribing. See you in the next video.